Hey guys, it's me Brian from Echo One USA, and this is the RMA video. This M4 came in saying it's not shooting and there's no power. Plugged it into my little tester LiPo, and I noticed two things. First, motor needs adjustment, and then second, like I could easily fix that and say, oh, good to go. But I noticed this. There really shouldn't be like a wind up and a stop. This LiPo is plenty of power to cycle it. So, being that it looks somewhat new, it could be as simple as, yeah, it's not even greasy in there. It could be as simple as like the trigger contact, like this little part is either dirty and covered in crud. So sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. So this video will cover why does my gun shoot sometimes, but not all the times. So yeah, let me first test this. Okay, interesting. Not really making a difference. Oh, okay, I see it. If you look, you'll see a gap. It's not good. Let's see. The motor plate was kind of on the side. It didn't even jump or fall off. I think it was opened up before, but I don't know. Let me go ahead and manually check it. What I'm going to do now is basically use my thumb to press in there. Okay, it seems okay. It just motor plate was out of place. So simple fix, done really. And now let me go ahead and figure out what is going on with the gearbox. Because it seems to be working fine now, but it just kind of sucks if I said, yeah, it's good, and then the guy gets it and it's like, dude, still busted. Especially if you're in the middle of a firefight and you see some guy run across the field and you shoot and your gun's dead in the water. That'd piss me off, and it'd probably piss off everybody else. So yeah, let's go ahead and figure out what's going on. No jams or anything in the barrel. Well, of course I was shooting, but nothing odd. Bucking isn't out of place or anything. I know this is crazy, but let me go ahead and take this apart. Maybe subscribe to my tech support channel. Okay. And hopefully it's something simple on the inside, maybe just either a swap of said parts or maybe just a cleaning, I don't know. Depends. Like if it's all worn, go from there. Just leave it there. I'll get it.
No, do you have a M14 tappet plate?
It's in the repair kit on the wall, skewed, and not spare. Okay. Trigger post is there. Let me poke at it. Yeah, it's not broken or anything. And let me open this up and see. A little crud on there, but nothing major. But that would do it. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, little burn marks. Let me show you, like, yeah, it's just like the crud on there. Sometimes what can cause this is a lot of semi-auto. And also another thing you have to check is this little part, the little V for the semi and the full auto. If this gets mushroomed and destroyed from the cutoff lever, that's when you're holding a gun like this, you have your selector switch like that. That's bad. Don't do that. Keep it like that, semi or auto or safe. If you have it in the middle like this, it'll kind of chew this up because it pushes this up. I'm just going to go ahead and clean this. Well, first scrape it and then clean it. That's probably all it needs. What I'm going to do is use a X-Acto knife to gently scrape like along the surface and a Q-tip. So first let me rub that off. Basically remove the grease or any carbon buildup. As you can see, it's basically grease. There's a little notch up there, and also how it's not a full contact, it's just like a little spot hitting, so I have to readjust the contact, so instead of a small part hitting, it'll be more of an even, so then it won't have this little hit and miss kind of thing going. Okay. This side's fine. Just clean it off. Good. And aside from the battery, a little smudgy. But if you notice, it basically touches on the top. I need to bend it so it touches all over, and then it won't burn as fast because more surface area. And some people say you can use an eraser, like a pencil eraser. You can. I haven't done that. I usually just wipe off the grease and then make sure it's clean. And then also make sure there's like no grease like on the inside. So that will kind of get back up in there. Because when you have electricity and heat, you have parts that expand and all that stuff. So just clean it. Good. And put it back together real quick. And tighten. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, so it doesn't touch on just a little spot, I'm going to take a pair of pliers. Let me see if I can take before. Okay, notice how they're very angled out. I'm going to close them, almost like duck lips. You know, you don't like that on Facebook, you don't like that in your gun. So I'm going to bend this one and out. What I'm going to do is look, like my eyes are here, looking this way. It's kind of hard for you guys, but what I'm going to do is, well, that might work, is before this plate was angled kind of like this, and I'm going to try to make it like this, and then same for this one. This one doesn't, the right side doesn't matter as much, but that should be fine, like that. And I'm going to close this one just a little. Okay, cool. That should be better. If not, good, it's new. There's no real damage, so there's no point of replacing the unit. So yeah, let me go ahead and put it back together real quick and see how it shoots. For the video, I'm only going to shoot like maybe a good high cap real quick, but then continue to test. Otherwise, I don't think you guys want to sit and watch a 20-minute video of me just shooting and shooting. That might be cool, but I would say go outside in your backyard or your local field and go shoot your own airsoft gun. Don't be a chairsofter and watch me shoot it. Okay. And check, make sure like everything's there. The gun was working a-okay. It was just kind of grindy. Just adjusted the motor and saw that it was missing motor plate there. But now it's good to go. Okay. A little bit of crud in there, excuse me. But good. Cool. Okay, let's close this bad boy up and see. And sometimes, like in the emails, you guys will say, "Hey, my gun's not shooting. It was working fine," and like it could be from age. You can kind of tell there's a little grease here, not a lot. Maybe this guy was just shooting in his backyard. Can't really see on the outside, but the inside, decent amount of grease, like in the spring. But maybe he didn't play like in a game yet. He was just sitting there trying to shoot in a lot. And how the contact plate was a little at an angle. That could have been two factors. But like say if your gun's old, like maybe, I don't know, 6 months to a year, and you use it a lot, it's kind of based on what kind of battery you use and then what kind of style of play. If you do a lot of semi-auto, it will burn up a little faster. But let's say if you use like a 7.4 LiPo compared to 11.1, just more power, it's like that will add to it. But then if you're souping up your gun with a LiPo, you might as well already know how to take this apart. And, well, I don't know if you'd be watching this video, but yeah, essentially you just gotta maintain it like it's your race car. Basically, you gotta change tires, do minor stuff. It'd be better to change the parts before it breaks, you know, like maintain it, like, hey, my trigger's kind of gummy, you know. Once you've been playing airsoft a lot, and like you remember how the first one was, and then like how this, it's kind of like, wait a minute, it's not working 100%, you know. It'd be better to just spend the time, change it before the game, instead of hoping and praying that it works fine during the game. And then with how airsoft is, you know it's not gonna work. It'll just like, I'm just gonna give up, and then you're at the field with no gun. So that's just my little thing I've noticed throughout the years, because it happens many a times. I learned my lesson the hard way. So okay, what I'm gonna do is just put the grip on and shoot it a bunch real quick and see there's a difference. There should be, and it should be a-okay, and then I will continue to put it back together, but after the video's over. This will be just to see like, hey, gun's not working, clean the trigger contacts, and now it's good. Well, hopefully. Okay. Make sure it's springy. Oh, and if you guys have a video that helps you, like say if you watched like the recent Daniel Defense videos, like how to put the rails on, if you see a video and you bought the rail or that helped you or something like that, please share it with your friends. Say, hey dude, I saw this video, it's pretty cool, it helped me. You know, share it with your friends at least. I have a bunch of videos and like, it's not a lot of views, but it'd be cool if you guys can share it. I don't have ads on it or anything, so it's like, here to help you guys. Okay, tightened. So I have to check that because I was last using my finger to adjust, which isn't really standard, but and I think it's good. Let me go ahead and put that together, shoot it like a mag and a half and see. But so far it seems great. Trigger response, even when I try to stall it by tapping the trigger, it still fires again flawlessly the next shot. So that was basically the case. Culprit was dirty contacts. Cleaned it up real quick and avoided possible failure in the middle of the game because I was already kind of acting up. But yeah, so that's the moral of the story. Just clean the gun once in a while or take it to the local store and they can do it for you. Yeah. This has been Brian from Echo and USA. Thanks for watching.